Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, have been a subject of debate and controversy in the agricultural industry for many years. GMOs are organisms whose genetic material has been altered in a way that does not occur naturally through traditional breeding methods. This modification is typically done to introduce specific traits or characteristics into crops or livestock. Proponents of GMOs argue that these genetically engineered organisms offer numerous benefits to farmers and consumers alike. They claim that GMOs can enhance crop yields, increase resistance to pests and diseases, and improve the nutritional content of food. Additionally, they argue that GMOs have the potential to address global food security challenges by producing crops that can thrive in harsh environmental conditions. However, critics express concerns about the potential risks and negative consequences associated with the use of GMOs. They argue that the long-term effects of consuming genetically modified foods on human health and the environment are not yet fully understood. Some opponents of GMOs also raise ethical concerns about the ownership and control of genetically modified seeds by large corporations, which they believe can limit farmers' choices and perpetuate an unsustainable agricultural system. To delve deeper into this issue, let's hear different viewpoints on the topic. Sarah Thompson, a farmer who has been growing genetically modified crops for several years, emphasizes the benefits of GMOs. According to her, genetically engineered crops have helped her increase her farm's productivity, reduce the need for chemical pesticides, and improve the quality of her produce. She believes that GMOs have the potential to revolutionize agriculture and contribute to a more sustainable and efficient food production system. Dr. Mark Roberts, a renowned environmental scientist, expresses concerns about the risks associated with GMOs. He points out that the use of genetically modified crops can lead to unintended consequences, such as the development of superweeds or the loss of biodiversity. Dr. Roberts argues that more research and long-term studies are needed to fully understand the environmental impacts and potential health risks of GMOs before they are widely adopted. Julia Ramirez, a consumer and advocate for organic farming, questions the transparency and labeling practices related to GMOs. She believes that consumers have the right to know whether the food they purchase contains genetically modified ingredients. Julia argues that proper labeling allows individuals to make informed choices about the products they consume and supports the principle of consumer sovereignty. As the debate on GMOs continues, it is crucial to consider the scientific evidence, ethical implications, and societal impacts associated with their use. Social media platforms have become an integral part of our daily lives, with billions of people actively using platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. While social media has undeniably transformed the way we communicate and access information, it has also sparked numerous debates regarding its impact on society. Supporters of social media argue that it has brought people closer together, allowing us to connect with friends, family, and acquaintances regardless of geographical distance. They highlight how social media has facilitated the sharing of ideas, photos, and experiences, fostering a sense of community and promoting social activism. Furthermore, they claim that social media has given a voice to marginalized individuals and provided a platform for grassroots movements and social change. However, critics raise concerns about the negative effects of social media on mental health, privacy, and social interactions. They argue that excessive use of social media can lead to feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. Moreover, they point out that social media platforms often collect vast amounts of personal data, raising privacy and security concerns. Critics also highlight the detrimental impact of cyberbullying and the spread of misinformation through social media, which can have severe consequences for individuals and society at large. To gain further insight into this topic, let's listen to different viewpoints on the impact of social media. John Anderson, a social media enthusiast and influencer, believes that social media has revolutionized the way we communicate and interact. He emphasizes the positive aspects, such as the ability to connect with diverse communities, share knowledge, and promote social causes. John argues that social media empowers individuals and amplifies their voices, leading to positive societal change. Dr. Emily Thompson, a psychologist specializing in mental health, expresses concerns about the negative effects of social media on well-being. She highlights the addictive nature of social media and its potential to amplify feelings of inadequacy and social comparison. Dr. Thompson emphasizes the importance of setting healthy boundaries and using social media mindfully to protect mental health. Sarah Johnson, a privacy advocate and cybersecurity expert, raises concerns about the privacy implications of social media. She argues that social media platforms have access to vast amounts of personal data, which can be exploited for targeted advertising and surveillance purposes. Sarah stresses the need for stronger privacy regulations and user control over personal data. As the debate on the impact of social media continues, it is crucial to evaluate its benefits and drawbacks. Renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal power, have gained significant attention as alternatives to traditional fossil fuel-based energy. Proponents of renewable energy highlight its potential to mitigate climate change, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and promote sustainable development. However, there are ongoing debates surrounding the efficacy and implications of renewable energy sources. Supporters argue that renewable energy is environmentally friendly and offers a solution to the challenges posed by fossil fuels. They emphasize that harnessing renewable energy can significantly reduce carbon emissions, decrease air and water pollution, and minimize the ecological footprint of energy production. Additionally, they claim that investing in renewable energy technologies can stimulate economic growth, create job opportunities, and enhance energy security. However, critics raise concerns about the limitations and drawbacks of renewable energy sources. They argue that renewable technologies can be expensive to implement and maintain, requiring substantial investments. Critics also highlight issues related to intermittency, as renewable energy production relies on weather conditions and geographical factors. Furthermore, some argue that the large-scale deployment of renewable energy infrastructure can have adverse ecological and visual impacts on landscapes and habitats. To gain further insight into this topic, let's listen to different viewpoints on the impact of renewable energy. John Adams, an environmental activist, strongly supports the adoption of renewable energy. He believes that renewable sources can lead to a cleaner, healthier environment by reducing carbon emissions and dependence on fossil fuels. John emphasizes the importance of transitioning to renewable energy to combat climate change and promote sustainable development. Dr. Emily Carter, a renewable energy researcher, acknowledges the benefits of renewable energy but also recognizes its limitations. She highlights the need for further research and technological advancements to address intermittency issues and improve energy storage technologies. Dr. Carter emphasizes the importance of a balanced energy mix and the integration of renewable energy into existing power systems. Sarah Johnson, an economist, raises concerns about the economic feasibility of renewable energy. She argues that while renewable sources have long-term benefits, the initial investment costs can be substantial. Sarah advocates for comprehensive cost-benefit analyses and strategic planning to ensure the economic viability and sustainability of renewable energy projects.